got a chance, take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it, 'cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can, till you can.
The anchor chain counter it's not stopped working, but it can be a bit intermittent whether it works. So we've bought these counters to put on the chain so we can mark out physically where the chain is, because at the moment the chain was just like grey the whole way through, so I have to count how many meters have gone down by sort of guessing with the rhythm. Anyway, so we put in 4 in, one at 10 metres, one at 20, one at 30, one at 40. So Stuart's just put the 30 metre in because the counter's working, so we've brought the anchor up to the right sort of distance. So there, he's wedged that red counter in and he's written actually 30 on it. So it just sits in that chain bit, does it?
Yeah.
Right? So it doesn't affect anything?
No.
Right?
So just pop it forward again.
So I have to go back to the steering wheel, drive forward, take the anchor up, he'll take the anchor up, and when it gets to 20 then we add the next one in. Bit of faffing. I just wanted to show you what we've done for the like improvisation type of thing. 21! There, stop! Bit of shouting going on as well, yelling to the front of the boat. Nice morning here at the anchorage. What was that? Take it up to 10. 10.2. That's 9.5. Yeah, the trouble with this counter is, because he's put it on 9.5 because he got too excited bringing it up. If he's to put more back down again, the chain counter doesn't like it, so it messes it up. So then he has to recalibrate it. Little morning surprise. Here's Etna again. Jesus Christ. Right. Have we got... We put that other light on as well. There we go. Right. So... we're on day 3 and we're going from Sicily to Greece. And it's been a bit boring. I haven't bothered filming too much because it's just been plain sailing, nothing happening, nothing interesting. Loads of sea, loads of sky, loads of sunbathing. Anyway, tonight we've arrived at this anchorage and it's at the toe of Italy. And basically there's fuck all anchorages around here. So we found this one. We use a package called Navali, which is, in addition to the guidebooks, Navali is run by live humans, shall we say, that are currently en route to all these different places. And they give reviews of harbours, anchorages, ports, all that sort of thing. So it's really, really useful. And we found loads of anchorages that were not in the book. So tonight we saw this anchorage and there was actually somebody from Navali in the bay, so we messaged them and said, how is it? And they said, it's a little bit rolly, just watch out. Anyway, as we were pulling in, and we've been, how long have we been on the water for? 12 hours? We've done,
12 hours.
Yeah, we've done 12 hours sail, half sailing, half motoring. So as we were sort of pulling in, they radioed us and said, Sirius, this is getting untenable here, we're leaving. So this is a catamaran. So they radioed us and said, look, it's untenable, we're leaving. And we're like, fuck's sake, we've just literally passed over the 15 metre mark, as in the depth, in the anchorage zone. So we're like, do you know what, we need a break, we'll come and have some tea and we'll see what it's like. Stuart, what's it like?
Yeah, it's rolling. There's no wind, so at anchorages the wind, contrary to popular belief, helps because the boat streams into the wind.
That's the word, streams into the wind.
So there's no wind, but there is a swell, and every sixth wave we get this. Show the jackets moving around.
Oh yeah, I'll show you the jackets. It's
so you get a period of calm.
because it's dark outside now, you can't see properly. So you get this period of calm. I don't know if anyone remembers that video in Mallorca where we'd had all night long. This is like 10 times worse, isn't it, Stuart? These side windows here are nearly in the water every time. Oh, when the big one comes. We can almost fix a drink in the kitchen, can't we, Stuart?
Well, half of it's gone down the sink.
Oh.
And I've invented this special holder. It's wedges it onto the side of the sink because everything falls over. Everything that can fall over will fall over.
There you go. We survived the night. It's 5:30. I think survived is the operative word. We've both nodded off at some point, but I've never slept in positions like it to try and stay on the bed. This is what the south coast of Italy looks like. You can see big mountains in the background, the sort of medium mountains in the medium ground, and then the foreground are these little coastal towns that are just sort of dotted all the way along the coast with big long white beaches in front of them. I've not filmed too much of it because it's kind of like the same thing mile after mile. The anchorage last night, another anchorage outside of a town called Rochella. Medium rolling, not as bad as the previous night, but not flat calm, so it was okay. I got more sleep than the night before. I think Stuart managed a bit more as well, so it's not too bad this morning. We've set off for, I think it's called Cutoni. It's further along the Italian coast. I think it's right at the bit before you hop over to the heel. So that's where we're headed this morning. There's supposed to be good wind today. So far there's no sign of it, so we've got the engine on. I am out here lobster pot spotting because there's quite a few along the coast. But we're expecting some wind later. This is what the photographer looks like laid at the front. on this anchor winch thing, leaning over the sides trying to get these captured beautifully. I really hope this stuff comes out. The sky up above, I've just noticed the incredible cloud formation, and obviously something's going on massively up there with the winds and all the rest of it. Probably those Greeky gods and what have you. I'm really hoping this is going to be a calm anchorage tonight. I don't think I would stand another third night of dodgy anchoring, but there again, if I drink enough rum, I won't know, will I? We are currently en route for Corfu. We've left the mainland of Italy a couple of hours ago, maybe 4 hours ago, and we were at a place called Crotone. Yeah, definitely was Crotone. Which was nice anchorages, unfortunately still a bit rolly, but it was a nice anchorage, lovely clear water, and just outside a nice little town. Everyone was really nice in there. We nipped in for some supermarket shopping and lunch. That was it, but really nice. The guys in the restaurant come over to talk to us. There was an older lady sat having lunch by herself who was interested in my pigeon conversation. I must sound like the guy out of the policeman out of Allo Allo when I'm trying to speak Italian, but since we're on our way to Greece, I've suddenly realised that I know absolutely all in Greek. Probably Athens is about as good as it gets in Moussaka. So yeah, my Italian's now looking quite good in comparison to my Greek. So that'll be my first thing, is to learn how to say please, thank you, hello, and a beer. We've got hopefully just a 12-hour crossing. It's about 85 miles left. The wind is perfect. It's just coming in on the side of the boat, so it's a nice reach across, one line, no messing about tacking or anything like that. So and it looks very consistent all night, so we're hoping we'll be in Corfu by the morning, which is quite good. Say again, Stuart? Oh, Stuart's saying don't hold your breath, so that's me being my usual optimistic self. So yeah, there was southern Italy, just a quick report on that. We didn't do the stiletto part of the coastline. We've bombed off before we got to that, and well, there's bad weather coming in on Sunday, so we didn't want to be stuck in those in that area at all. So we've decided to make the move to Corfu in order to beat the weather for Sunday. But yeah, the southern tip of Italy on the ball of your foot zone of the shoe. Nice when you're ashore, not great at anchor and not great for boats. Really not. I would not say go and sail round there. It's exposed, long passages between the places. You can anchor on the beaches, but honestly that zone, it's a passing point. It's a passage that you have to go through if you want to do day sails to get over to Greece. and vice versa if you're coming back. So yeah, it's not like a holiday destination at all for sailing. So that was definitely what we took away from that. But if you've got a camper van or you want a tour around there, the people were lovely. You know, we had absolutely no problems ashore whatsoever. We found everyone to be really, really nice. The Italians have definitely been the biggest surprise of the trip so far. Stuart's just cooking some dinner. He's got some chicken, Chinese chicken that we're doing. And might have a small glass of wine. But yeah, nothing else to report at this stage. Have I missed anything, Stuart? No, I've not missed anything. You can see the hairstyle has not improved at all. Can't wait to get that washed later. Absolutely nothing to report on the crossing. Dead straightforward. One line across the map. No events whatsoever. Lovely consistent wind all night. Stuart let me go to sleep first, so I think I had about 4 hours sleep first. So I got up at I think it was about 1:30. Stayed awake till I think it was about 4 o'clock while Stuart had a kip, and then I went back to bed till I think it was around 6 o'clock. I think it's about 7 o'clock now. So yeah, really straightforward. I am dead chuffed as well because I had the insight to put the radar on downstairs. So I've got all the electronics are downstairs, but I never really understood the radar on our last vessel. So I thought, oh, stuff that, I'll put it on here. It'll save me sitting up here in the dark and the cold and the wet. Not that it's raining, but it gets damp. So yeah, I sat at the chart table instead in like Stuart's captain station. We are about 25 miles off Corfu. Still everything is going well, except one thing. I actually slept through the battery warning. I got woken up by Stuart shouting, "Helen, Helen, I need your help." And I think because we've had the autopilot on, and while it's not heavy seas, there's been some sea and it's been consistent, so we think that the autopilot has possibly drained the domestic batteries a bit, so we've had the alarms go off. Like I say, I was oblivious. I wonder what it'd be like on a sinking ship, but we've had to put the generator on. Anything to report, Captain? I've told him about the generator thing.
Yeah, it's quite spooky when the electrics fail.
Oh yeah, that happened. I forgot that bit.
Yeah, middle of the night, so I had to revert to manual steering.
Didn't know what to do.
Which is unusual, and I didn't have any electronics, so I didn't have GPS. So I had to use a compass. So I had to relearn all that. But we've got the generator on now, so that powered up all right. Yeah, so we just have to watch the batteries. We were replaced last year, so they shouldn't have really run down, but we have been off grid for a week. So there you go.
You have got to laugh. Just landed, my first time ever in Greece, fucking coat on, pissing down with rain, freezing. But I'll show you the anchorage because it's quite nice despite the rain. And over this side, just, you know, more boats at anchor, but it's a really nice anchorage. We chose it specifically because there is a vile wind coming through in, what day is it today? It's Friday. So there's a vile wind coming through on Sunday, so we've chosen this because it's nice and protected from the winds tonight. And then we have to move tomorrow to go round the corner because the winds change completely the opposite direction. So we have to change tomorrow. I'm going downstairs for a hot shower. I never thought I'd get to Greece and need a hot shower to warm up. Still excuse the state of me. I haven't been in the shower yet. I'm about to go, but I thought, right, before it gets too bright and it's still morning sunshine, I'll just show you because we've woke up to a very different scene to yesterday, thank the Lord.